Good morning, everybody. Well, by the time you watch this video, I will be in West Virginia visiting my mother for a few days and some other family members. And I have discovered that when I'm up there, I cannot upload and download and do all that stuff, the videos, because her internet is way too slow. So I'm going to go ahead and film this and post it for you while I'm gone. Now, this little video will be pretty short. It's just going to be me doing some painting. Some of you have expressed that you enjoy that kind of thing. I want to also say, I think this is to Nancy. Nancy, I finished the Gladys Tabor book, Stillwater Seasons. And let me show you the 4 that I have. Okay, Nancy. In addition to Stillwater Seasons, I have Stillwater Sampler. And then this must be later because this is called Still Cove Journal. So this is after her friend Eleanor, who she calls Jill in the books. I think that she died, and Gladys Tabor left Still Meadow and moved out to Cape Cod. So I've got that one. And then the other one I have is my own Cape Cod. And these were all lovely. She just has such a lovely tone and feel when she writes, just about everyday life. And I actually have a second copy of this. So Nancy, I know you don't want 2 of those. For everybody out there, Nancy asked in a comment if I'm done with these books, could she have them? And I said yes. So that means I also have a second copy of my own Cape Cod. If anybody would like that copy, leave a comment. All I would say is if we can get together via email or something, and I'll find out how much the shipping is, if you could reimburse me for the shipping, but you don't need to pay for the books. They all came from the thrift store, I think, or maybe some used book thing online. We're just passing the Gladys Tabor books around. All right, so here is some painting for you, and I will see you again when I get back from the lovely state of West Virginia. Bye-bye. This thin paper is called Mulberry Paper. In order to pack out of it, this is like white on white. Some of the sheets have pink or red or green or yellow flecks in there too. It's thin, kind of elegant, with lots of texture. And I'm thinking of using some on one of these cards. Maybe putting different pieces on here. We'll see. Not sure yet what I'm going to do. This is matte fluid. It's a little bit like Mod Podge, really. It's just a good kind of creamy looking liquid that you can use to adhere. So we'll put some of this on a card and see what we get. Probably use a little bit of paint and some stamps, maybe even some dried flowers. I've done a few of these. I'll show you some pictures of them here. And I think that they turned out pretty well. Doesn't look like much yet, but that's the foundation. I think I'll just drop a little bit of color in here. I've got one kind of hard line right there I'd like to obscure. Okay, so this is it so far. I'll probably add a little bit of stamping to it. That might be it. We'll see. But I really need to let this dry first. Okay, this has dried now. And all that I need to add is a mast and just a little piece of the boat here, just an indication of a boat, maybe a slight reflection in the water. So we'll see how this goes. I've got my little bitty size 2, I believe. I'm going to use some, I think this is Van Dyke Brown. Just an indication of the mast there. And of course you have to have a boom on a boat. I like to have a little indication of a cockpit. This is a very small boat though. You get pretty watery stuff and you just try to pull some of that pigment out of the boat. Draw it down. Really, you just need an indication. That's probably enough. It's so easy to overdo. You don't want to overdo. Usually when people are looking at artwork, sometimes they really want realistic artwork, but what they really want is an indication of what they think they're seeing so that their imagination can work. So I'll let that dry, put it with an envelope, and it'll be ready to go to the market. I thought I would put a little bit of this on here. I just get this at Walmart. It's called Glitterific Pop. I've got about 3 different colors. I've mentioned this before. Which one is this one? Oh, Sunset Canyon. That's the name of this one. Top looks like this. I have a junky little brush I use for applying this. And this stuff floats also in what looks like a solution of Mod Podge. You don't want to overdo it. Just a little indication of sparkle is really what you need. Just putting this around the flowers. You could put it on top of them if you want. I guess I can put a little bit on top. I really enjoy this stuff. And surprisingly, these cards do sell. Even though they're not sailboats or anything, sometimes this is exactly what people are looking for. Okay. So now it's still really wet. And it looks like this, all the kind of white milky looking stuff will dry clear. And you'll just be left with the other. I like the pink watercolor paint underneath. I think I've decided that this is fine just as it is. It doesn't need any more stamping or anything. So I'm going to let it finish drying, which could take like another hour. It's pretty damp. And then I'll get it packaged for the market too. One more thing. This is a YouTube channel that I've been watching for, I don't know, a year. Yeah, at least a year. It's called The Scottish Isle. And I really, really love it. This is a couple that live on a little island in Scotland with 2 sheep and 2 cats. No, 3 sheep now and 2 cats. Nobody else is there. And they don't own the island. They're caretakers of it. But it's beautiful music. She's delightful and has the most lovely Scottish accent. The husband is a little irritating but humorous. So now if you don't want to be irritated a little bit, you might want to beware. But go check out The Scottish Isle. because it's really delightful. And you'll love the introduction. I listen to her speak the introduction and the beautiful music in the background every single video because I never get tired of it. So they have some adventures there. They're renovating that cottage very slowly.